Yes, yes, it is your girl Lady Likes on Reprezent Radio. You are locked into the What You Like show. And I have the pleasure of being joined by the one and only Big Narstie. What are you saying?
How you doing?
I'm
This
good.
flavor, this is flavors.
What flavors you got there? What are you eating?
Some super sour tongue.
They say you got sweet tooth.
I'm buzzing, you know.
You're always buzzing.
Yeah, lad.
Hey, do you know what I realised? Me and you got the same birthday.
What? You're Scorpion?
November the 17th, yeah?
I'm the 16th.
Because you know what?
We're a day apart.
Yeah, because you know what? I read somewhere, and somewhere it said the 17th, and somewhere it said the 16th. So I was like, cool, I'm going to choose the 17th, because that's my date.
No, I'm sick. Come on, same turn up.
Trust me, man. Trust me. So thank you for coming on the show, man. And so for those who maybe don't know the history of Big Narstie, like you came on the scene in 2002 as a part of the Grime Crew, NAA, yeah, and then later on you went solo, yeah, you became more and more successful with your music, and now you're making big TV appearances. You've even got your own successful TV show, the Big Narstie Show. Jesus, yeah. So going back a little bit, what was the motivation behind going solo back then?
It wasn't even the fact of a motivation thing, you know. It's just a fact of that everyone's got their dream. You get me? And my dream is that I was going to be a superstar. I always said I'm going to be a superstar. Now, me and you can be in the same crew and do music, yeah, but it doesn't mean our dream is the same. You could be doing music because you want gal. You could be doing music because you want popularity. You could be doing music because you just want to get your mum a house. So we're all doing music. That's our connection to it. But our dreams and goals of what we want from it is always going to be different. You get what I mean? Yeah. And now, when you talk certain things into existence, like you want to be a superstar or you want to make it, all of these words, yeah, there's pros and cons to the words. You have to then put the work in for those words. Now, to get to the position that I'm in, I missed all the family functions. Because if I've got an opportunity to go on Logan Salma's show, whatever, I've got an opportunity to come on Lady Lykez's show, yeah, I might have to swerve my cousin's party. That's the sacrifice.
Yeah, definitely.
You get what I mean? But you're not going to be able to do every family function and go to all the party with your brethren and do everything.
No,
one becomes the other.
100.
So then, you get what I mean? I'm fortunate. My first child I had was when I was 28. My daughter's 6. You get what I mean? So I managed to be able to be selfish to my career and what I wanted to do and focus on me till 28. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
now, if I had my daughter when I was 15 now, could I still be that selfish to my career?
No, trust me. Trust me.
He's a big, you know what I mean? So, God forbid, if I had to go and sit down for a piece of time and 6-year gap in my life or a 10-year gap in my life from 15, would I still be in this position? Do you get what I mean? All of these things come into play. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely takes so much sacrifice. Definitely. Tell me the story about securing the Big Narstie show, because I just find that so inspirational.
Long story short, sis, yeah, black man can't fall again, my lord. Yeah. The person with the most information wins. I'm very fortunate to have a very good team. Yeah. As much as you see me smoking ganjas and doing my thing, I got the best legal team in this game. Yeah. So these people have my best interests at heart. I know how to work the system in the right way. You get what I mean? So when first asked about the show, they thought they were just coming to deal with the man who's just sitting down bunning ganjas. You get what I mean? Not knowing that I've got a team, I've got infrastructure, a lot of artists don't have infrastructure. I've never been signed in my life. I've never been signed to a major in my life. The only signing I've ever had was Big Up Raw Materials. Have you heard of Raw Materials?
It rings a bell still.
A charity music youth organisation.
Yeah,
Big Up Raw Materials. There's one in like King's Cross, and there's one in Brixton. Yeah, the one in Brixton, yeah. They was the first people, yeah, to like proper take a big chance on my music, and they gave me 10,000 blank CDs. And my DJ Sui mixed for 45 minutes. And we didn't even have cases. I was giving my CDs with no cases, using like the Chinese shop flyer from the Chinese shop. You just put the CD in the Chinese flyer and just give that out on the road. You get what I mean? So I managed through all these years to build an infrastructure. You get what I mean? A system where I can work on my own. And that wasn't out of choice, that was out of desperation, because I didn't want to play the game. Rastafari stands alone. Certain things I'm not doing, lava. So all of these things now, it comes with a price. If you're going to be moralistic, having morals comes with a price. It's easy to say, oh, I keep my morals and I do this and I do that, but it comes with a price. The fact that you won't turn a blind eye, the fact that you won't shut up, the fact that you are loud. To every person who says that's good, there's another person who says we don't want that. You get what I mean?
Nah,
so you just have to, from you understand that, you be able to work within your means. And then I'm fortunate, when the TV show happened, it came to me. And the situations, how it came to me, meaning I didn't have to think of desperate actions. So look, right now, I don't know how good life is, but it's okay. If I said, well, Lykez, I give you £60 for your phone right now, you'll just laugh, because number one, you don't need the £60. Number two, your phone is priceless. It's not about the money. You get what I mean? But if you ain't eating in 3 days and you're living out of your car, you'll shut the phone down.
Nah, for real.
All of a sudden, that priceless phone, what you used to talk to people and do your hustle, has now got a price because you're hungry and you ain't got nowhere to sleep.
No,
you get what I mean?
You're a smart guy, you know, Narstie, and I. You're a very smart guy.
Shh, don't tell no one.
No, trust me. 1 second. Let me turn this light on, because I realise I'm actually really dark. This is much better. What am I playing at?
Give it to them.
Yeah, I mean, sorry about that. It's a little bit dark right there.
Next to chocolate.
Trust me. So yeah, man, do you know what? Yeah, I love your personality. Like, I literally find you so hilarious. Were you ever worried that having such a big personality could overshadow your music?
My personality does overshadow my music. But in the words of my mate Andy, you can only piss with the cock you got. Yeah. So like, my personality is who I am. I can't fake it. If I was to try and be a moody person and try and be all, that's not me.
Yeah, of course.
So that would be doing myself an injustice anyway, because I'm not like that. I'm a very sporadic, funny person. Like, that's just me. I've always been funny. I've always been happy. Even, and it's mad. Ghetto kids, we just learn to have fun with what we've got. You get what I mean? So with the little what man had growing up, man still managed to have fun. You get what I mean? And in the group, there's always that one person who's just got the vibes and jokes. And
you know what I was gonna say to you? Was you that funny kid in school? You know, everyone had that brethren like that is just dance.
That's me. That's me. You get what I mean? So my personality has been a very easy job for me to do, because it's who I am when I wake up. You get what I mean? So I'm not a comedian anyway. I'm just me. I'm just fortunate people find me funny. You get what I mean? I'm a musician. That's what, like, I practiced to make music. I never practiced to be me. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
I had rubbish CDs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, music is what a craft was made at. Me just being a natural funny person is just something what God blessed man with. You get me? So all it is though, with my my music to my personality. My personality is like a white man because my personality can go everywhere. You get what I mean? And it's more easier to mold. But my music refers me as a black man. So my music, within myself, my music has to work twice as hard to compete with my personality. You get what I mean?
I hear you. When you're saying, like, obviously your music is your craft, what's your creative process when it comes to writing bars and making music?
Burning my Lykezs.
Yeah.
and I sit on the toilet, yeah? And I sit on the toilet with the phone at like 75, 80%, yeah? With all the cold frozen juice like this. Look at my juice. You know, it's real. See the frozenness of the juice? It's all the ice. So you know, that ain't going warm in no time soon. It's all gonna wet up the floor and everything. You know what was there? And then boom, I'll just be putting pen and paper, scrapping. And the subliminal is there. I write my bars in the toilet. I think that's the only time I really get peace and quiet. And the subliminal, I'm going to shit on that. You get what I mean? It all just comes into play.
Yeah. Listen, man, you've always got your Zubi, yeah? So speaking of your Zubi, yeah, I want to get into one of your tracks, yeah? This one was taken from your last EP, Smoking Grown Folk OG, yeah? This one is Big Narstie, Smoking and Chilling, featuring Glory Nade. Jeez. Hey, listen, I'm feeling that tune, you know?
I have had a stressful day. Tell me if you feel my pain. Oh.
Jeez. Nah, trust me. It's a proper feel-good tune.
100%.
Nah, trust.
Look at it like this, yeah? How much man you know there who buns ganjas, yeah, are just mad aggressive. You don't really see it. But if you put everyone in the room and gave them vodka shots,
mad thing.
Whole different.
Yeah, no, it's mad. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, man. No, man, I love that vibe, man, because I just feel like you're chilling and you're just vibing and just feeling good. Speaking of feeling good, I read somewhere that a few years ago that you had a health scare. How is your health now?
My health is getting much better, man.
Dope.
I have to look after myself. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Basically, I collapsed on British Bake Off, innit? And basically, that was just a warning sign of my body telling me to look after itself. You get me? And like, it's mad. Every man from the gutter, yeah, suffers from post-traumatic stress in the sense of, when you come from nothing, the thought of going back to nothing is horrible.
Yeah.
So you work so hard to make sure you don't ever go back to nothing.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But while doing that, you miss opportunities to rest and look after the machine, what makes you be able to do it.
I'm telling you, I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I know exactly what you're talking about. Have you made any lifestyle changes since then? Like what?
Yeah, 100%. From when I collapsed, that's when I started really doing my whole mixed martial arts stuff.
Sick, yeah.
And yeah, man, from I started doing the mixed martial arts stuff and that, and I started training. As you know, I got a CBD recovery gym in Enfield.
Yeah.
And that's where we do most of our training and that. The exercise and that, it was a good relief. It was a good relief for me and that. And then I just cut out the drinking. I ain't drank alcohol in like 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I need to do, you know. That's what I need to do. It just kills it. Like, it literally does kill it. Like. Yeah.
And I was binge drinking, so I go months without drinking. But then when I'm performing, man's just
me.
Bananas.
Nah, this is me. Hey, Narstie, yeah, this is me. I feel like you're speaking like, this is me. I'm telling you, this is my problem. Yeah, I need to allow it. It's too much. I think this is why my voice is like this today.
Oh, you got festival life.
Trust me, man. It's mad. I did a show the other day. A couple of days later, I just feel absolutely terrible. So, yeah, man. So you were saying that gym's really a really good way of releasing stress. And I also saw that you were helping young people tackle anxiety through exercise and stuff like that. Like, is anxiety anything? Have you experienced anxiety yourself?
100%. So like one of my CBD products, what I use a lot, is my gummies. So for because I do a lot of long distance driving, I used to get sometimes like anxiety in my car. You get what I mean? And then boom, when I started taking my CBD gummies, I noticed that I wasn't getting it so much. So at first I was thinking, is it my asthma? Is it rare? Like, why am I just freaking out? But it was just maybe the thought of being in a close environment for a long period of time. So I had to start cranking my windows. But when I started taking the CBD, it was just chilling out the whole anxiety thing still. But then the training and that, anxiety is built by a lot of things, isn't it? And then a lot of things, like, as you know, with work-wise, and then see, just work like for long can be stressful and have its own politics and frustrating. And then you add in your personal life as well. You get what I mean?
No,
it can be a double whammy. You get what I mean? And if you haven't got a place to vent, because remember, certain times you can't even get mad at how you want to get mad at work. You got to keep it professional. So where does that excess anger go?
Yeah, trust. Like, I agree with you, man. Like, I suffer from anxiety and stuff like that. So, and exercise has been like my saving grace. So I definitely agree with you when it comes to that. Definitely.
Yeah, man. So, never be afraid to take space. Sometimes you feel obligated to stay around.
Yeah.
But it's good sometimes just to appreciate your own space.
Yeah, 100. Definitely, man. Trust me, that's really good advice. So I remember, this is on a bit of a different note. I remember like a few years ago, I was doing a lot of clashing, and like I called out quite a few more MCs, and I remember like you were one of the guys that took it for the fun that it was really meant to be, and I remember actually.
Well, you just win a tune.
This is years and years ago.
This guy's on shit.
But it was all music, though. It was all music. Like, it wasn't personal.
Come now, don't try that. I'll clash you right now. I will clash you right now.
No, no, but you was cool. No, you.
Say, boom. Musical, no,
but the thing is, it wasn't even like that. The thing is,
what's the lyric about me?
No, come on, loud, man. That was a long time ago, man.
I never heard it. Tell me the lyric, bro.
It was I can't remember, man. I just said something about your weight, man. It was just cheeky. Yeah.
Narstie's fat.
It was just like
flexing it back. Bringing it all the back. No,
but you was so cool, because I remember I saw you at Eski dance and you proper gave me a nice little cuddle, and I was like, oh, that's so nice. Yeah. So what I want to ask you is, do you feel like there's still space for clash in grime and rap culture, because people are a lot more sensitive these days, like in terms of what you can say? So like back in the day, like when you're listening to like grime clashes or even just like hip hop battles, like you could say some mad stuff, whereas these days you'll get major backlash. Do you think there's still space for it?
All right, this is what it is, You have to talk the truth and make the devil shame. What it is now. Clashing, can only be for artists. If you are still on the road and live a certain lifestyle, and haven't made full terms of you becoming an artist, clashing is not for you. Do you get what I mean? It's like, also, we have to understand how clashes are done. What a lot of people don't understand, remember, a lot of clashes are mostly set up behind closed doors. So the people who are doing what they're doing, they've already made a pact between themselves what they're doing and what they're going to say and for what they're not going to say. This is what, when we say about the role model you set to the younger generation, the same thing of only seeing the drug dealer with his jewels and his car and his nice stuff makes people want to be that. Do you get what I mean? So when you show the clash and everyone's saying all of that stuff, but you don't show the aftermath of it and the things that happen behind it, there's two sets of clashes. There's real clashes where two people don't like each other. Everything what they're saying on these records, they want a chance to see each other, to hurt each other. That's a real clash. You get what I mean? But then there is an economical clash, which is, me and you have both got projects coming out in the next couple of months. Can we build up some traction between us? Do you understand what I'm saying? So you see, if these things ain't notified now, remember, you know, where you have to understand where it comes to music and certain things now. I signed up to do music, but my brother and my cousins didn't. Do you get what I mean? So certain things, regardless, I'm on the forefront. I always have to be wary because I'm not just representing myself. I'm still someone's child. I'm still someone's brother. I'm still someone's cousin. So unless you're doing certain situations and you feel justified in it and you've got a substantial argument, but also willing to take the backlash of it. You can't want to say things about people and then as soon as someone says something about you, you're upset and you want to fight people. That's not fair.
No, of course.
You get what I mean?
But you think it's even like, I don't want to say accepted, but you know, like these days, like you can say stuff, and then the fans are like, "Oh my God, he said he's gonna slap his girl. Oh my God!" Whereas back in the day, it was like it's just a clash, it's just a battle. It's like, for example, when you think of guys like old school Eminem, back in the day, yeah, and it's creative, and he's coming with that psychopath kind of vibe, yeah, but he's being creative. But now I feel like he would have got maybe a different response. Obviously, we'll recognize real artists like would still appreciate him as a sick lyricist. But other people who don't really get that, like fans and stuff, who don't really understand maybe the art and the creative, how creative he's actually being, was like, oh my God.
But then look at your school playground. In your school playground, you had the cool kids. Then you had your little weirdo section. Then you had your normals between cool and weirdo. And then you just had everybody else. You get what I mean? In society, everyone fits their bracket. You get what I mean? So your school years show you from, I'm a big cartoon freak. Mangas, superhero stuff, Ninja Turtles, all of this stuff. That geek boy will be in me forever. I could talk to a random stranger on a bus or in a car about Transformers and Ninja Turtles. I'm 35 with 2 kids. Like, so, you get what I mean? But that part is a part of me. You get what I mean? So I'll be able to correspond with that. So similarly to like with America, remember, you look at Smack. These people clash and talk about each other's mums in the most worst way. But guess what? At the end of it, they're getting paid. The reason why they're allowing this guy to have to say this stuff, because they're clashing for money.
Yeah, of course.
You get what I mean? The thing was sad with UK artists is, remember, regardless you're from North London, East London, West London, you're from the poor bracket of the ghetto, yeah, you looked at athletics for an opportunity out of the hood, and you looked at music for an opportunity out of the hood. You get what I mean? Being a young black person in England looking at music, the only things we got to look at is either reggae at the time, Afro beats weren't popping them time, their blood. You get what I mean? Real shit, cause Wizkid weren't about, bro. He was probably still in his dad's bull bags, bro. You get what I mean, bro? Real talk, cause you get what I mean? Yeah. So boom, all you got is reggae, and you got hip hop. You get what I mean? All the smack culture, the DVDs, the Tupac, Biggie, Big Puns, this is all what we had to go by. You get what I mean? Then we get graced by Black Twang and Rodney P, who start putting English hip hop on the map. You get what I mean? Start giving us some identity. You get what I mean? But as a young black person in early 90s, trying to discover your music, think about it.
No, trust, definitely. I feel like now it's a lot better. Like now, you can do.
You get what I mean?
100.
So the whole clashing thing we've taken from the Americans, but what we took from them, we took the clashing apart from them, but we didn't take their business way of doing things. The two men have put up $500 and they're going to clash. The winner's going to walk away with the money. The rule is, man can say whatever they want to fucking say, but you're not allowed to touch, man.
Yeah, of
or
course,
you lose
yeah.
the money. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the structure behind the clash, what's going on. Englishman now, man just want to get known. So you don't know no one from nowhere, but where, you're a dickhead, where. My man can't take it. He's just getting into the music world. You get what I mean? He hasn't fully signed up to be a musician. He's still stuck on road. He still worries what people are going to say about him. Now he has to do something. Now, both of your music careers have been shut short.
Yeah.
Because both, you get what I mean? Just like that.
I hear you.
So clashing can be done good if it's done in the right way.
Yeah.
And set up in the right way. You get what I mean? When we start putting good money prizes on the line, and it's a deterrent for men to control their emotions.
No, 100.
You get what I mean?
100. I love the way.
And don't try to get away from spitting the bar like. You say about it.
What was it? No, I swear that. You know what? Yeah, I just said something cheeky about your weight. I'm trying to think. Let me give me one sec.
You see when I get past me, you know, see my thing fat like Narstie. Yo, we.
It was something like, it was something like, tell Big Narstie I want, what did I say? Tell Big Narstie I want your attendance. He might not show, because he might not fit for the entrance. And then I've moved on. That was quick. No, but it was, but the thing, you know what was mad though? A lot of people got upset when I did that tune. And for me, it was just music. Like I was just hungry. Like I just love music. Like I'm very competitive. Yeah, and also at the time, I think when I first came out, there was this thing where they weren't trying to allow more than one female to be successful. Yeah. So it was like, so I remember like, I don't know, going for playlists and stuff and doing stuff. Yeah. And I know I'm sick, you know. I know I'm mad. Yeah. But they're like, oh, do you know what? We can't put you on the playlist because this girl's on the playlist. Or no, we can't put you on this lineup because we already got one girl on the lineup. So I think for female artists, it was like quite frustrating at that time for me coming through when I'm like, oh, like I'm talented. Like, so my team was like, yo, but I'm better than most of these men. There's better man doing it. Why can't there be a few girl on the lineup? What's the problem?
You tell them like.
You know what I mean? So that's what that was my angle, but it wasn't like a personal attack against people. But I think some people,
you went to get attention. You went people's attention.
I was like, yo, I'm sick. Hear what now? You get it? But then also, I think I was talking to one of my producers, and I think I didn't know a lot of you guys personally, because my boy was like, I think if you knew them, and you were spitting on sets with them, and you knew them, because they don't know how Lykez is. When you meet Lykez, everyone knows that Lykez, I'm just a happy-go-lucky person, like a good energy, like I'm not, you know what I mean? But if you don't know me and then you just hear the song, you're like, yo, who is this, bro? Do you get it? You know what I mean?
100%.
So 100%. It's just one of those things, but
It's growing lessons though. Come on, it's true. We live and we learn. You get what I mean? That's the whole thing. We live and we learn, bro.
Yeah. I don't really regret it because I feel like it was good for music as well, because I don't think there was ever a girl that's done anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was
like your benchmark, yo. And most important, you got a reason for why you did it. You understand what I'm saying? It's like having a tattoo on your body and you look back years later and you say, well, why did I do that?
Yeah.
Do you not even know, bro? You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So bro. And all of this stuff helps to build your journey, innit?
No, trust me, man. Now, big up, man. I love your energy, man. Like, I remember meeting you and I was like, no, I love Big Narstie, you know. And my brother, you just said
it's my eyebrows, you know. They're I woke up like this.
No, trust me. Let's get into your brand new single, though, man, because I feel like we could talk forever. Yeah. So, your brand new single, Big Narstie. Do you want to introduce this one?
Life and all its tribulations can make you so numb. But life is just like a battle we must overcome.
Oh, God.
Every day. Go, R.I.P. to the Charlie Brown. We're going old school and all. To the essence.
Jeez, let's get into it. This is Big Narstie with Everyday, produced by Heavy Trackers. Let's get it. Yo, that's proper got like a UK garage vibe, you know? Like, what made you go with that sound?
Because you have to remember the essence. Yeah, because if I'm Oliver and I want more, and the dance floor will become the land of the peasants. Like, they must respect that I have the essence. No one's there. 140 BPM. I always say this. When it comes to me, yeah, flying the English flag and representing our music, yeah, when it comes to 140 BPM, like, I'm your huckleberry, bruv. You get what I mean? Like, I've spent years in community centres, you know, the ones there, and youth clubs, and the roadside, mastering the craft of the 140. You get what I mean? So we must respect the essence of the old school. And RIP to the Charlie Brown.
Yes. So what, can we expect a video to that?
100%. 2 weeks.
Sick. I'm very looking forward to that, man. I feel like it's got like a summer vibes, like good vibes, man. I can just imagine bare man, bare gal.
Boom, 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 boom.
Trust me, man. Wait, so Big Narstie, are you in a relationship?
I pre.
Do you know why I asked you that? Yeah, because I realized you're so private. Like, you never see your thing. I rate it though, because you never see Big Narstie's thing. Like, it's always very, very private.
Yeah, it's my private life still. I'm off the market.
No, I rate that private thing, trust me, because, hey, listen, Narstie, yeah, these days I be seeing people are open. Not everyone's private, you know. Listen, it was the other day I was seeing Trick Daddy went viral, yeah, because man was talking about he likes what do you say? He likes girls that eat at his batty, and that like. He said,
oh shit, man was the ass taster. Man's going for ass tasting.
Yeah, he proper said it with chest as well. What's your opinion on that? Girls eating the man's booty, like groceries.
This is for all my rastas all around the world. Doing it in red, gold, green, and you know this girl. Lava. Well, yeah. Why for that? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, the astronaut business will go around here, you know.
Oh shit. Nah, man. So yeah, man, Big Narstie, man. Every day out now. Look out for the video. Like, what's coming up? What can we see? What's coming up? And do you have any collabs coming up soon?
Yeah, man. I've got some good collabs in the pipeline and more music and Big Narstie shows coming soon again. Just putting out the isms and schisms. And when you get a chance, come check my Jamaica restaurant out in Spain, man. Come to Tenerife.
Love to.
Yeah, man. Nasty spot. And yeah, man, one day at a time, trying to balance all of this and still like be a dad, bro. I've got 2 kids, you get me? So it's mad trying to split time. This is all about time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And do you know what I love about your journey? Like, you proper started from the bottom, yeah, and you've become so successful. But I know it wasn't always easy. What advice would you give a young Big Narstie before we go?
Boom. Hard work, determination, make it happen. You're a captain. Yeah. And boom. By the blessings of the Almighty Chacha. Trust me. You get me? Ooh. No matter how big or no matter how small, give God thanks, bro, for the blessing. You get me? And just work hard.
Cheers. Thank you so much, man. Big Narstie, man. Honestly, it was a pleasure to have you on my show, man.
Big up, Miss Lex. Now you had me in attendance. And I just get through the entrance. La, 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 la.